better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Mackey takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Steelers at 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But we always talk about how coaches say, we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in a bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Weston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now a handoff up the middle. Carney. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On the move to his left. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
To throw on second down. Weston, he's got it to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After 7-0 on the Ace. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weston. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Weston rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weston. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And how about that? defensive coordinator, perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw. Weston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Weston. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now here come the Ravens. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Oh, he's got some breathing room, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Well, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Steeler offense set to regain possession, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Well, the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got room. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Again, it's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Mackey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Weston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here's a throw taken in by Bull. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course.
Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd down at 5.
Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Ravens ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jackson. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jackson. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On first down, Carney. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Draw play. This is Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Being chased out left. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They run again with Harris. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Weston sliding out of the pocket.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
On the give, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run forward with Hines. And he loses the football a second time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A nice little juke. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Ravens on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Play action. It's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They go play action with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.
I'm the best.